Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect here. Hoping you're getting a bit of a shot of caffeine with that little rock and roll intro. With what was that, ladies and gentlemen? It was Super Mario World 2 from last month. It was an OC remix, by the way. OC remix. You gotta give a shout out to them. Yes, it was Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Bros. 2 Yoshi's Island, Bowzilla OC remix by Last Mush with the rock and roll there. Hopefully that gets you up and pumped this Thursday evening. If not, well, whatever. But hopefully this got you pumped listening, not just live, but also wherever you are in the big wide world that is in this world. When you're listening on my iTunes or also on manicexpression.com or youtube.com/DukecT. You can listen to that. Also, you can find the videos now on the Manic Expression. Also, you can find them on YouTube. I'm going to try to get my SoundCloud up and also Freaking Awesome Network as well. So hopefully you will enjoy this, because this, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about one thing and one thing only tonight, and that is the WWE Royal Rumble. And let me tell you, there is going to be a very interesting, and I see an interesting card here, ladies and gentlemen, and holy crap, what a show. Oh, whoa, what a show we got. Well, it's funny how you have three big matches as Becky Lynch. You have the 6-woman tag match pre-show, Sasha Banks and Nia Jax pre-show, and the tag team titles on the pre-show. If there's not only one referee but two referees, because that's gonna help out just fine. Yeah, how's that for you? From being on the main card to now jobbing in the 4 hour. That's 4 hour, ladies and gentlemen. 4 hours of the Royal Rumble. How sad is that, ladies and gentlemen? How screwed up is that? That the Royal Rumble has to have... The Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen, is... let's be real. The Royal Rumble, 4 hours of just these 1, 2, 3, 4... Let's see, 1, 2... 3, 4, 5 matches for 4 hours, because Lord knows that's going to really help, because we have, because the Royal Rumble is going to help that's going to help so much. Anyway, let's get it started. Let's talk about the Cruiserweight Championship. Yes, the tag team titles didn't make the main show, but yet the Cruiserweight title does, as your champion Rich Swanee, who has been treading water, taking on the king of the cruiserweights, Neville. Honestly, I have Rich Swann winning here, because Rich Swann, I think it would be, no, scratch that. Rich Swann is not a good babyface. He's bland as hell. Neville will win. The king of the cruiserweights will take his crown and hold that cruiserweight title until Jack Gallagher wins it in a schmoz at WrestleMania, and no one will really care. But hey, that's just me. I think that Neville wins it. Jack Gallagher comes in and wins the Cruiserweight title, and maybe then and hopefully the Cruiserweight belt will actually get some momentum, because as it stands, I'm about to try. I wonder, should we get rid of the Cruiserweight thing? But I'll handle that in another video. I might actually do another video about that, about an interesting forum thing about that later on. Next up, we have Charlotte Flair versus Bayley, which I heard it was going to be on the pre-show, but no, this is on the main show, so... Yeah, I was wrong in that tweet. So, but yeah, Charlotte Flair taking on Bayley for the Royal Women's title. I hope these two can have a better match, better than their promos, because their promos are just horrible. I mean, they're terrible, just terrible promo. It's. Oh man, it's the promos were just really bad. They have no real. I honestly did not have much chemistry with each other. And Charlotte with her bombastic, enunciating the words, and Bayley being so awkward, and I understand that's her character, but it's just not good. It's not good. It's not really portrayed well enough. I don't know how they hit it with NXT. Maybe it was too many of those, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here. That to me, shots, that right there showed me that she's not really, she can play that really awkward type of thing, and yet you can really rally behind her. You need to build that up for, I think honestly, she can be that very good character, that babyface that everyone likes, but hopefully she can get more confidence and such. As I think she'll lose here, I will see her losing here via shenanigans and such. And thanks to say Diana Brooke, Emma Lena when she debuts or something. And I'll see Bayley winning the title at WrestleMania or something, because I honestly don't care. I checked out on the Raw. I don't care for the Raw. I don't care for anything on the Raw title, because I barely care about the Raw brand personally. I don't really care. So Charlotte Flair wins. Bayley gets the title at WrestleMania. So yay! I don't care. I just don't care. Next up is one of the big matches here, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Owens taking on Roman Reigns in a no disqualification match for the WWE Universal Championship, Universal title, with Y2J Chris Jericho will be suspended above the ring in a sock cage, being a sexy piñata. Well, yeah, that's just beautiful. I don't care. I don't care about this match. I don't care about the feud, because Kevin Owens sucks. Seriously, he sucks as the champion. The Kevin Owens show should have been canceled months ago. He has failed immensely because the WWE cannot think on its feet or do anything interesting with his character. Honestly, at this point, they should have had... Honestly, I wish Rusev should be the one, man. Rusev has been killing it. He has taken bad storylines and made it so interesting, him. And even the crappy storylines he's in, he's actually shown personality. So I hope that Rusev can get a title shot, because the man deserves it. And tired of this company trying to break up Rusev and Lana for whatever reason. I hate that. Kevin Owens just sucks. And I say this as a fan. I like Kevin Steen, and he can be good on the mic. He has the capability to really be that charismatic. But the entire thing, he is basically the fourth and fifth banana in the whole authority storyline, which I wish it would just die out. And then you have the whole, Triple H new chosen one thing, which basically takes away more agency from him. In fact, he's basically a comedy guy. He's comedy. He is a comedy. He is basically, oh God, he is not Seth Rogen. I don't know if Seth Rogen was that fat, but let's see. I gotta see. Let's see. Let's see. Jonah Hill. Yes, he's Jonah Hill, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Yeah, he is Jonah Hill. Yes, he is Jonah Hill. That is what he is. Kevin Owens. And I know people don't want to hear that. They don't want to like that, but that's what he is. He is Jonah Hill in some bad comedy or something, that terrible comedy, one of those Seth Rogen comedies and such. And not only that, he's a side guy from this main star, Chris Jericho, who is outshining him. And I'm like, man, this should have been reversed. It would have been much better. But yeah, Kevin Owens has been a complete and utter lost cause. He has been forgotten. So, and Roman Reigns, who has been completely ruined by WWE, trying to put him into a box that just doesn't care. And by the way, people say Roman Reigns was never over with the fans. You forget that he was really over at TLC like 2 years ago, and he was over going to the Royal Rumble, but it is something wrong with the WWE. They just get, and I feel it's a bit of hypocrisy in the IWC, is that they will hate Roman for being shoved down their throats, but yet Finn Balor, who may or may not be at the Royal Rumble, had basically a long extended time in NXT to its, well, which was supposedly is developmental, but it's not really developing any type of characters or any type of new talents, and just basically are a new version of the creative wrestler back in 2007. Instead of them being just these bland guys who can't wrestle, these guys do all these things wrestling, but without no character. There's no characters at all. There are no characters in the W. There are no characters. They have no character. They have no charisma. Barely has them at all, and they're all old. They're all been used, old guys. The youngest people there are, the younger champions there are probably like, Asuka is like 35. Shinsuke Nakamura, I think he's like up there. He's up there old. He has a couple more years left, but he should be in developmental. Joe is real, I think like 37, 36 years old. I think who's that new young star who's really come up there? Who is that young guy who can go on to next Raw and SmackDown? I don't see anyone in NXT that can do that. I'm sorry to say that, but I don't see it. And that to me is a problem, that they don't really develop. Finn Balor did not develop at all. And I know XCD69 I can see him right now hating. And I'm like, dude, I'm not hating. And I read your comment, by the way, and I've been too busy / lazy to do a good response to it. But I'll give you a response right here because, well, what the heck. I really just, because I do want to get my thoughts out there. So what the heck, let's talk about this. It's public, but who cares? But yeah, he says, quote, Raw is easy to watch. No, it's not. It's not. It's long, 3 hours. Nothing of there happens with any consequence whatsoever. And I'm not hating because it's a cool thing to do. I tried watching Monday Night Raw multiple times and it hasn't worked. I can't watch it. It's draining. The show has drained me. And Jericho's like, well, Jericho's the only one that has been in the main event for a long time. Well, yeah, he is. He's earned his stripes. And Seth, but yeah, here's the thing. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns have been in the WWE, the main picture. They got rockets shot up in the moon. They were part of the main event since they were in the Shield. They've been round main events or in high, big matchups. So don't say they weren't really long in the main event. They've been really on the real main eventing since 2014 or 2013 to 2014. They started to really main event. Kevin has been a main eventer less than a year. Well, it feels longer because this title ring has not been well for him. But yeah, it says he talks like, it kills me that everyone bitch about WWE not making new stars, and yet what they do, these same people bitch that WWE is pushing those new stars. Well, I'm gonna say this: the stars, people would not have this much pushback if they were resonating with the audience. And sadly, Owens is not resonating. He's not resonating with the audience, and most of these guys aren't. I think Roman is resonating for what he is, but yeah, he's doing that. And yet, you look at the audience on Raw or SmackDown, you see like all these live events, including their shows, you see a lot of empty arenas. There's a lot of dark seats there. There's a lot of, patches of dark seats. Patches where the fans would be. There's like a lot of dark, seats and everything. Empty seats. That's the thing. WWE is becoming more and more niche, and when that new TV deal comes, they're not going to get paid as much. And when the TV is basically rendered pointless, which will happen like the next 5-10 years, you want them to survive on the network. At best, it's going to only have, 1.5 million? At best, the big time of the year is going to be on WrestleMania. And it's not going to last that long because all it does is WrestleMania, and everything else, the shows, no one's going to really go and buy the network. I mean, if they go just live on the network alone, they're not going to survive. And that, to me, they had like a lot of customers when it first happened, but now it's stagnating around 1.5, which I knew what would happen eventually. Also, I was talking about the UK guys saying, "Oh, it's horrible that Wolfgang should change his style." I'm like, personally, maybe I was wrong without that XD69. I was probably pretty wrong about that. Maybe, but it's his style. I wish he could just limit it, limit that to like big. I mean, Vader used to do that type of stuff, but it was like, oh my gosh, he could do that. It was a shocking moment. But I wish he would, because, hey, those knees and everything else, it looked like it hurts him, man. So a guy like him should not be moving like a cruiserweight. He should be if he does that, let that happen and let it be like, a big time moment when he does that. I think that would be much more better and have a longer and more productive career, because he's not being that long in the tooth, man, because one move, man, he's going to be out for a while. And look, I don't, I'm not saying, I'm not throwing shade on Tyler, because I liked him. I like Tyler Bate. I like him. I think he's really good. He has a good look. And as he's young, but he can have that type of, I think he should have waited a while. I think 19-year-old to me is way too young to win a championship. And again, that's just way too young and way too fast. I wish, there's money in the chase, you know what I'm saying? I want him to because let's have him win the title like when he's like 24, 25, maybe. Okay. I honestly think maybe the best time to have a championship or win a belt is probably like 28, 20, not 25. Earliest should be like maybe 25. You don't have many big stars and some guys really that hot. But honestly, the best time for a star to do win it is at 20, at 27 to maybe 30, because once you win the title when you're 19, what's the point, man? You already got to the mountaintop. That's it. You won the championship that one time, and that's it. There's no real pressing journey. That's like, come on, the journey is him winning a championship for the first time, a big title, at maybe at a later date. But that's just me. I think that's a lot more, I think that would be more, that's my personal preference. But hey, I could be wrong. And it was entertaining. I liked the UK tournament overall. And yes, I know there was a poll and I saw it, and it worries me. Still, a poll doesn't tell you anything. There are a lot of reviews on YouTube. So, there's a lot of reviews on YouTube. Does not mean that they watched it live. A, and B, I mean, there was a lot of reviews on it on YouTube, but maybe people, didn't watch it. What if they didn't? I mean, heck, it was during a very, two big NFL games, the NFL over that weekend, and some people did not watch it live. Sorry, that's the thing is, man, they didn't. And I'll say, the reason why you didn't have any WWE talent in the tournament because they're looking for talent that are already working for WWE. Yes, I get that, but if you really want to make the tournament get some more eyes on the tournament, which at the end of the day you have to, at the end of the day you need to get some more eyes on there, you do want to have a tournament that actually, you really want to, get some people some eyes on there. Like, hey, maybe a Neville, maybe if you can re-sign like a Drew Galloway or something like that, who would be really needed for that type of star power, and people might go and float and watch it instead of the hardcores. I'm hardcore. I will watch it regardless, but eventually you need to bring in the other people. You have to bring in people who are, due to UK, UK scene, but you also get a familiar face. When your familiar face is someone from TNA who wasn't really that popular in TNA to begin with, Mandrews, you need that's a problem. And you need some eyes, still people like, I like new stuff, but eventually you need the veteran person that says, hey, I recognize this person. I might watch. So there it is. That's what you have to do. I know it sucks, but sometimes that's a business. You got to get more people and eyes on the product. I would say the same thing for, the CWC had multiple guys. You had Kendrick, you had Tajiri, you had guys who were a part of the WWE way back when, who get some credence to the new guys and the people we haven't seen in W, like, say Jack Sabre Jr., that sort of thing. But that's my personal thing. But whatever. He says the point of the tournament is show you the unknown talent and was and get over the people who didn't already know who were there. Fine. Yeah. But okay, fine. But you do want to get more people who are there. You want to get people who are recognized. You want to have people who are, connected to, a connection. You need a connection. If not, if there's no one new, but, if I have no connection to these guys and they're not wowing me, because some of those matches did not wow. In fact, it was more the crowd that wowed people than the people in the ring, because eventually the people in the crowd, if they get, because honestly, that could be a negative too, but, that's the thing. You have to have recognizable faces, recognizable motivations. You're like, wow, I like this person. But that's just my thing. And none of them may go into main roster because they would have to sign exclusive contracts, and that would screw up. WWE wants to have work partnerships, kind of have a whole UK with, hey, this guy is working in the UK. They want to have a world wrestling entertainment. They want to be their fingers all over the world, like from the UK scene to the China scene to Japan to, I think they probably have some stuff in the Middle East. They want to do something like that as there. Israel, all those places. They want to be in Mexico, Canada. They want to be worldwide entertainment. That's what they want to do, and I get what they're trying to do. But I'm just saying, me as a selfish fan, I wouldn't mind having Wolfgang be a part of Raw. I wouldn't mind it. I think Wolfgang would be a very good someone like that on Raw. Personally, I think him and Rusev would have a really good feud. I think that would be great. That's just my fantasy booking. All right, enough of that. Inside stuff, by the way. Thank you, XC69, for listening and watching. So I hope I haven't offended you or anything else like that. But anyway, let's go back here. Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns. I think this match will be good. But in the end, I would say Roman Reigns winning, but I don't know. I think Kevin Owens needs to get that title out off him. I think Roman Reigns, I heard rumblings that he might be facing The Undertaker, so I think Owens retains and we have Chris Jericho face him. I don't know. I have no idea, so screw it. I say Roman Reigns with the Universal title, he wins that belt. But yet, we come to the real main event here, the WWE Championship, as the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, defend his belt against the 15-time, looking for his 16th reign, John Cena. And boy, this feud is interesting, as John Cena has never beaten AJ. He has never beaten him 1, 2, 3. This seems to be his last chance to really come close, because he's not going into Royal Rumble. But if he loses this match here, I think this might break him, because he can't beat AJ. He hasn't even given AJ his props. In fact, he just keeps saying all these things to, basically try to throw shade on AJ. But, and honestly, it's entertaining. It's entertaining. But AJ still is your champion. He still gets the pinfall. He's still beat up. He's still, hashtag beat up John Cena. And that is, as a former tag team champion, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd would call that fact. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. I think this is a pick'em to me. I don't know who is gonna win, as there's rumors that AJ Styles might face Shane McMahon of all people, and I'm like, no, please, no. I don't want to waste AJ Styles like that. Please, no, please. I don't want to see Shane McMahon wrestle ever, ever, ever again. Please, no, 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 no. AJ Styles retains here, and, continues on his merry way. But now we get to the true main event. The 30-man Royal Rumble match, as the winner here will go on to not only for a world title, but also main event the biggest show of them all, the showplace for the mortals, WrestleMania 33. And so many big names here. You have Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, The Big Show, and Randy Orton, and the names just drop off. In fact, there's a lot of good stuff here. I mean, Rollins was supposed to be here, but he was kicked out by Sami Zayn. So, I don't know. And Rollins said he will be involved at the Royal Rumble, so I see him coming in and maybe knocking Triple H if he makes his appearance, embarrassing him at the Royal Rumble if he actually, because there are still 8 people who have been announced of WrestleMania for this match. Even though all you had to do was just announce his name, but yet it was Mojo Rawley and Sami Zayn who had to fight his way in. Big Cass didn't have to fight his way in. Rusev didn't have to fight his way in. Big Show, nope. Luke Harper, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, they were in. Ziggler, Miz, Ambrose, all in. Corbin, he had to come in. Braun Strowman, Chris Jericho, Kofi Kingston, Big E, Jay Woods, and New Day, they got in. And this is a very interesting because we don't know a clear winner for this. Last couple of years, we had a clear winner, and the arena always booed the winner. As last year, they cheered Triple H. So, I think it's going to be, I want to say Braun Strowman, which will be very interesting. Braun Strowman. I don't see Goldberg and Lesnar because they're going to have their date. Their date will be for WrestleMania in the singles match. I think it will be. I would like to. My number one pick is Braun Strowman to win the whole thing. I think he's gonna. I think personally, I wish he didn't win. I would like to see Big E win and have Big E take the title from Kevin Owens. Would be nice. It'd be nice having him, win the title or something, and then lead on to Kofi Kingston being jealous and him getting the Money in the Bank and the New Day breaks up because of that, which would be interesting to say the least. But overall, I do see someone like that. My third seed would be Rusev. I think Rusev would be very interesting to really do because I think he is way overdue to do something important in the main event scene. So I think it will be a very interesting one because no one knows the winner here. As, again, I could be 100% wrong, Braun Strowman. I want to see what you guys and gals or whatever all over talking about who's going to win this match because this is a real true case of a pick'em. So I don't know who's going to win here. So like I said, I'm picking my boy Braun Strowman because he's really good. If he doesn't win, I do foresee him actually getting the U.S. title soon. And once that happens, I think he should have a whole 100% year. Just by the end I want him to have the U.S. title by at least mid-time this year, or SmackDown, he gets the Intercontinental title, or whatever. He needs to go in and dominate for like 2-3 years of just like that. For the rest of the year, he should be dominating, hold the U.S. title, and then 2018, he should win the Royal Rumble. Flat out. But that's just me. If he flat out wins. Because if he doesn't win this year, he should win it next year. That's just my personal opinion. That's what I think would be. But honestly, I wouldn't mind Goldberg getting one last run. But that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, I think Braun Strowman will be the one victorious. And I want to hear what y'all think. Anyway, that is it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. And following my mad ravings and lunacy. And that's the show. So thanks again for listening. And check out my next season premiere review of Color Splash, Paper Mario Color Splash, which hopefully will come by the end of January. And as I'm going to be working on that all tomorrow and on to Saturday, and I'm going to hopefully get that up soon. And more CCS fan streams, which hope y'all missed them, but we will bring them back. And also there will be more. And this is the march to the 50th review on Last Review of Standing this year. I'm going to get that thing done. And I'm going to do more interesting stuff not just in professional wrestling, but also all around and all around in that type of arenas and such. I'm trying to do more big things with 2017. Anyway, that's it for me, Duke CT. Peace, love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.